This is Jason Dicken with Han Kiefer Commercial Realty. This is day one of our very first podcast. So, pretty stoked about getting this going, trying to do this every so often. I've been watching a couple YouTube videos. Maybe I get an idea of it. If not, it is what it is.
We'll figure it out as you go.
Right. Well, I brought, today, we got Matt Laine here. He is our local restaurant review tour, I guess I should say. And he also specializes in insurance.
Yes.
So I figure with this, our first podcast, I've got 15 years in the restaurant industry. And I figure I'll bring you in and maybe we do talk about some restaurants.
Sounds good to me. I'm all for it.
So how long you been with Farmers?
So with Farmers, I've only been here for, I guess this is about the third month now.
Third month, nice.
Too long.
Yeah.
But it just kind of combines what my loves were, which is helping people and then
get out,
help people.
Get out and doing it. Yeah.
Right?
So I completely understand that, and I like talking to people. I love being out networking,
Right.
and I feel God gives everybody a talent. Mine's usually just talking to everybody.
Yeah, you're probably a little bit more versed at it than I am.
Yeah, it takes time.
You got some extra time on you there.
15 years. I tell people, you give me a microphone, you usually don't get it back. So I was out the other day. Hey man, whatever you need. I was out the other day with the kids, and I went inside, and I was in the gas station, probably about 15 minutes. I was in there, and I got out, and my oldest, he's like, Dad, he's like, you gotta stop talking to everybody. I'm like, what?
Later in life, he's gonna look back on it and be like, I need to talk to more people.
He's
gonna find himself in that job where I need to
man, I don't see my oldest being that way. My youngest, though, man, he has such a personality on him. He's a ball of fire. So I could see him being the one that talks to everybody. So for sure. And he cracks me up. Great personality. So you got kids, right?
I've got one daughter.
Yeah.
She is, she's 14 months now.
14 months.
So she's still a little ham now. Not talking yet, but I know once she does, it's going to be nonstop.
I mean, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And questions, and it's dad. I hear dad all the time. And my famous saying to them is like, Dad has left the chat. Dad has left the chat.
Yeah.
So, I was watching a series on Netflix the other day called Good Girls. And they say, you're a parent whenever somebody asks how old your kid is, and if they're under 2 years, you answer in months.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a year and a half.
Yeah.
They're a year.
2 years. 2 years. So, yeah. So, what's the latest restaurant you've been to?
I would say we went last week. I checked out Inca's again, which was one of the first places I reviewed.
Dude, I love Inca's.
Inca's, it's great. They're one of the places that I'm kind of working with right now and getting everything set.
They literally got a hamburger this big.
Right.
There.
We've got pictures of it. It's as big as your chest almost. And the other one is Nellie's out in Newburgh.
Dude, I love some Nellie's. I usually hit up them in the mornings for breakfast.
Good. They're so good. Dude,
I get either some biscuits and gravy. And the other day I went, man, I got this like a 3-cheese omelet. It was on point.
I have not been able to get too far away from just like the country fried steak that they have.
Man, I have to try that.
So good.
Man, when I'd taken the kids, I'd get the chef salad, and I swear to God, that thing's that big, dude.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, it is piled high, especially for what you get with the value. I feel Nellie's is one of the best valued places that's in Evansville for what you pay for what you get.
For sure. And they're also crazy fast.
Great, crazy too.
I feel like when you walk in, they already know what you're doing. They're starting
Facts,
it when you walk in.
I'm serious. I even told that the other day with that omelet. I was like, I didn't even get through like 2 sips of my coffee and my omelet was out. I was like, whoa. I was like, y'all ready? So he's like, yeah. She's like, we try to be on top of that.
They are fast.
Yeah.
Even packed.
All the time.
You wait 30 minutes, you sit down, and your food's still going to be there. Less than 5 minutes, probably.
They're on point. They run a great operation. And I heard somewhere, I thought they were opening up another location. Not another Nellie's, but they were opening up another.
Oh, yes. A burger place.
A burger place. Yeah.
New Burger is what I thought it was
New Burger.
called.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going, but I do remember reading New Burger is the name.
Man, Newburgh is expanding out there. You see where they got the McAllister's that opened up over there a couple weeks ago.
There's not even going to be a line between Newburgh.
There's not.
It's just going to
be I remember traveling through Indianapolis and hitting some of the outskirts of Indy, and that's what it is.
They just blend together.
You just blend in. You go from Indy to one town. You don't know who it is, but I remember thinking that, and I remember actually thinking that man, that's gonna be Newburgh one of these days, where everything's just filled in. You got the big old electric apartments that's in between there.
Yeah,
they're right across. Ones. Yeah, the new ones, beautiful. Yeah. If y'all ever need a lease, you come see me and I can hook you up with that. And then right across the street from me, you got that new gas station.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that one because we usually took a different route. This last trip to Nellie's, we took that down the Lloyd.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember.
You know what I'm going to be most sad about that is?
What?
Man, I got this BMW motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I could top out about 140 in that little stretch right there. Yeah, man, I'm telling you what, though, it gets me. You got it split
second.
Split second, man. And I don't recommend anybody going 140, but I have done it.
I knew a guy.
Maybe twice.
A guy growing up who had I think he had like a Ninja or something.
Yeah.
And he always told us, "Oh yeah, I love going crazy fast across the bridge from Henderson over to Evansville." And I swear this dude's doing like 120, 130. I'm like,
I've come across that bridge in my Aviator I had at 120.
Whew.
Sure did. Me and the F-150. That's facts, right? So no doubt, do a little bit of construction on it. So yeah. Well, man, you talk about Henderson. I know, man. 2 weeks ago you went to that hometown?
Oh man, hometown roots.
Dude, that is another.
They're on a different level.
I agree with that.
That was. And I can't get too full into it because I'm still waiting on the
review. You're right. Well, that's right. You're with News for You too, right? You're writing articles for them.
I just started with them. This was the first month I've done that. So next month will be the Hometown Roots review.
Nice.
And once that comes out, I can share it across everything. But
right.
They wanted to be first, which
I understand. Well, you're with them.
But I can say that it was spectacular.
Right.
I mean, when you can walk into a place and see that they've got their own hydroponic lettuce they're growing.
Right, yeah, they said that's what the mom that was there. They were saying that they'll cut it down and make your salad for you right there.
I don't know of any other restaurant doing something like that.
I don't. No.
I mean, I know some restaurants do the like farm to table where they might have their own. I know like Cafe Arzu out there, they have some vegetables with their.
I haven't been there yet, but I keep hearing about it.
That place is good too.
That's where I need to hit up. The wife was wanting me to hit you up for a date night and see where you recommended.
There it is.
That's
Cafe
it.
Arzu.
All right, that's going to be it.
Especially now that the weather's nice.
Yeah, sit outside.
Right off the river there.
Nice.
Beautiful view.
Going to have to hit that up. Man, you said you had you got a couple Facebook pages, right? That you.
So I've got just like my personal thing, and then I've got my Matt's review, which is right now it's just the restaurant reviews, but I could in the future go into other things that parents might be interested with their kids. So checking out the zoo, reviewing it, giving.
Man, parents are always looking for stuff for kids.
Just I want to give parents and adults the idea that this place isn't
as bad as
boring all Evansville where there's nothing to ever do. We go out to a restaurant. There's plenty of stuff to do.
Oh, there is. You're absolutely right.
You walk downtown Henderson even, which isn't a big place. Right. There's like 5 or 6 restaurant and bars and everything right on one corner. It's like there's stuff to do in a park right there.
Have you seen that Owensboro's Park they have over there?
Right off the river?
Yeah.
I saw it probably 2 or 3 years ago, and it looked nice.
You have to take the little one over there and let her run through it, dude. It is on point. We should do something like that here in Evansville.
I wish we had it. I mean, we've got what's the one we have over on
Mickey's Kingdom?
Yeah, Mickey's Kingdom. That one. I haven't been to that one, but it looks massive.
It is massive.
It's kind of geared more towards the 4 to 6 year olds,
right.
not my daughter's age. She can run.
Yeah, man, it ain't gonna be long. You're gonna turn around and she's gonna be 4.
Running around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Not gonna be able to stop her.
No, I'm just gonna let her run her.
Just do it.
Just drain the energy.
Yeah. Well, that's the way she'll learn.
Right.
That's it. Man, my son, he got stitches I think 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It happens.
Falling off of.
Man, once he was at a daycare. And I don't know what happened. And what's crazy is, right, he fell, had to get stitches, and I was going down Lord Expressway, and a guy wasn't paying attention, cut across 3 lanes and T-boned me on Lord Expressway, heading to the emergency room to get stitches. Then another time, we was down in Kentucky, and my grandfather had some land, and Gavin was on a 4-wheeler, and believe it or not, he had a helmet on, and he rolled the 4-wheeler, and it rolled into trees, and one of the limbs came through and literally caught. If it was a centimeter down, it would have popped his eye out, but it put a big old cut right here with the helmet on.
So it looks like he's got a boxer's cut now.
If you look at it, you can see it right there. So man, it happens. But they,
as a parent,
best thing is man, they always grow back.
Yeah.
Except for limbs. Don't lose a limb. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't come back.
Well, the eye might not have had it.
No, man. It was,
So you
dude,
dodged
it was
that one.
crazy.
I guess he dodged it.
He barely. Yeah. It was. And man,
looking out for
and all I seen, now I look back, but man, all I seen at that time was just the blood, man. And I was in panic mode.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's what my little scar when I got bit by a dog.
Yeah.
Probably the same thing my parents had. Where it was just blood coming.
It was everywhere,
Yeah.
man. It
Face
was
bleed's
mad
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, and
Bleeds
as a parent, I'm like, oh my god, get in the car. What are you waiting on? And Gavin's like, Dad, I think I'm bleeding. I'm like, what? No, So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I think when I got bit, I remember being in the car and everybody else freaking out and holding like paper towels and everything up to my face, and I'm just sitting there like, why would the dog bite me? I don't understand.
Right. I'm like,
I'm worried about the
friends. Right? No doubt. So, well, I know that one of the things that you're doing at Farmers is you're focusing on restaurants and
Yep.
and on insurance and things, and that was the main reason I wanted to get you out today was find out a little bit about you and see if we could answer some questions that people might have, or give some idea of different coverages and things that they should maybe think about having if they own a restaurant.
Oh well, the computer, my little cheat sheet went away here.
If you need to log in.
Basically, there's tons of different kinds of insurance that you could get to cover your restaurant, and it all just kind of depends on what all you're looking to get covered for.
Right.
The general one is you've got just a business owner's policy, which any business, this building here, you're going to have what we call a BOP, which is just business owners. That's somewhat like a homeowner's policy.
Okay.
So it's going to cover the property and the contents in that property. So whatever is owned by the company would all be covered.
Be covered.
You've got your liability, not professional liability, but just the general liability for commercial. And then also, there's other things you can tag onto that. You can get workers' comp. You can do it.
You got to have workers' comp.
Yes.
Do not have an employee without workers comp, because
that is
you never know. And also, it's one thing is it's against the law.
Yes.
You have to legally have to have workman's comp. And second, man, you never know. An employee could do anything in a restaurant. They could literally lose a finger. And don't be uninsured for that.
For sure. You will find your business slowly creeping away if something happens.
Yeah, or you'll find the government knocking on your door.
Yeah. Either one's not good. So workers' comp is one you can get through numerous different avenues. You can do it. I believe the state, you can get workers' comp through the state if you can't get it through another carrier. Yeah. Outside of that, if you have liquor, you need liquor liability.
Right.
You can have, like with Farmers, we offer food spoilage. So if your freezer goes out or the power goes out for 24 hours, Farmers will actually pay to cover all of the food that needs to be replaced, which not everybody does.
No, but still, that could be a lot, especially, you get these big, where you got servers and things, they don't keep a lot of, they keep a lot of stock in.
Either those or the places that have the high quality of stuff. So if somebody's got, Kobe beef or something in a freezer or in a cooler or something like that, for those steaks, you're out thousands of dollars.
Right.
So, that's something that Farmers will cover. That's a big one that could happen. The other thing is, we were talking earlier about commercial auto. So if you have your own vehicle that is owned by the company, you'll have to get that covered as well, which isn't cheap. But another thing that companies are doing now with all the delivery drivers that you have, or if you just have somebody that you say, hey, I need you to go pick up some tomatoes real quick from the store. Can you drive over and do it? If they get hit, they're actually not covered by the company like
because they're on the clock,
and they could come back after the company.
Right.
Which in the insurance business, we always say you see tons of billboards for all the lawyers in town, so you know they're going to come after you if something happens. So just what we call non-owned auto, which is just saying I'll cover vehicles that have to work for the business that we don't own.
Nice.
So there are coverages for that. As you mentioned, with employees, you can also get employee dishonesty coverage, where if they were to steal something or anything else where they were not using the most integral parts of their being, you can have coverage to help take care of things like that, especially if you have a customer or a worker that you find has some sticky fingers.
It happens. 15 years in the industry, I've seen it quite a bit.
For sure. So, I mean, anything that you can think of inside that runs your business, especially restaurant, there are coverages for it.
Right.
One that, I mean, I don't think you might not have thought about it or seen it with yours was if you have, say, a casual dining or a fine dining, they usually have one chef.
Right.
And I know one place that I was talking to, that chef is the backbone of their restaurant, because all of the food choices and everything come from them. So their seasonal menus, their menus that are constantly changing.
Right.
So if something were to happen to that employee, what happens to your business?
Right.
So what some employers can do is they can actually go in and get life policies taken out on employers. Or, sorry, employees. Sorry about that. So you could have a life policy taken out on this employee to where you get so much money, and that's going to help you find the next person or make it through until you can get another person in there. I mean, that's...
I never knew that. That's something that's
greatest thing to think about on your
employees.
It does
happen.
But
I mean,
it could happen, especially around this COVID.
Right.
Who knows what's going to happen if that person's going to be out for months? What are you going to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's lots of different coverages, loss of use.
Right.
Where, like with COVID happening and you can't get in your building, or something happens, there is loss of use where you can get covered to somewhat pay for the essentials of your business.
Right,
so
to
your
get things
electric and things like that, to at least keep you running somewhat.
Right.
Now the other things it won't cover, but at least it'll give you the essentials.
Right. Nice.
So that's just kind of a quick snapshot of it. I mean, you can dive into each one of those and learn more about it and see what all it covers, what it doesn't cover. Because with insurance, as anybody who looks at it, you find out it's just like law books, where
it just keeps going.
It just branches out more and more the further you dive into it.
Right. I could see that.
It's sometimes frustrating when you're looking at things. You think you're hitting the point, and then you find out, I just scratched the surface.
Yeah. Right. I can see that. That's the way I feel about with real estate.
I bet.
You know, I feel like when you go through the classes and schooling, they don't teach you what it's really like to.
They get you to get into a door.
That's
you got to learn
on job
everything
training
past that. Yeah, and that's a lot of jobs. I feel like you get trained for something, and then you get to the job, and that's what you actually learn.
It is. I believe that. You know, I don't know. I might get kicked back. I say a lot of times I don't think you need to go to college. You just need to be stuck on the job to learn it.
I would agree.
You know, just put me in a position I can learn what this job does.
Right. I feel the same. I mean, I went to college, not using it.
Right.
Well,
I was going to be a geologist. I went to college to try to learn to be a geologist. I wanted to be on an oil rig somewhere drilling oil. That's what.
And look at you now. Still got the suit.
Right. Still got the suit. You're right. You know, I enjoy it, but I really enjoy doing real estate. I love. You know, I feel in this industry, I see a lot of things that the average person don't see.
Oh,
you know, I go into $1 million homes.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people's never stepped foot in $1 million home. You know, you know, and go into that, or you know, I go into these huge, you know, historic buildings that you know people's gone in, or they've remodeled, or they've done things, or you know, go into a 100,000 square foot warehouse. You know, where you can't even see the other wall. You know, people a lot of people don't get that benefit, and that's something that I love to do. And also, I love dealing with people and interacting, and and like you said, on your end, it's helping people. That's what I do. Real estate is one of the biggest purchases somebody make in their life.
Right.
And you should have somebody that is a professional, that is knowledgeable about it, and that can be there to help you.
Yeah, I mean, I would say insurance and real estate, they run parallel.
Yeah, they
with
do.
each other.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
As I always tell people, with getting into insurance, one of the reasons I network is not just to try and find more people for myself, but for all the people that I work with or work for. It's also, if they ever have something that they need, like if I have a client who tells me I have to close this place down,
Right.
I immediately call you.
Yeah.
I've made that connection. So it's not just to benefit me, it's to say this person needs it. I want to know how I can help them.
Right.
And I want to be that source that they want to come to.
Right.
So the helping people.
That's it. You're absolutely right.
Commercial real estate, or just real estate in general, is probably the same.
It is. It is the same. Especially when you're in the residential side, it's a lot more personable, and you got the families, and you got a lot of emotions on the residential side of it. So it is a lot of helping out and being there, and I've taken a lot of calls at 1 o'clock in the morning. Especially my first year in, when I was closing all the time.
Everything.
Yeah, I was on it, man.
Call me when you need me.
Yeah, well, I'll tell people I'm the 24/7 realtor. You work third shifts. Guess what? I work third shifts with you.
Yeah.
You want to go see a house at 2 a.m. I'll make the phone call and let's set it up. I'm here.
I haven't had too many of the late night calls yet. I think the latest I've had was maybe somebody at like 10 o'clock trying to call me. I'll still pick up.
Yeah.
The same way. Now, if I'm asleep and I miss it,
I'll call you back tomorrow.
But
shoot me a text.
If you wake me up, yeah, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, that's the way I am, and I do feel you get a lot of seasoned realtors that has been at it, that where you get a lot of them. One of the biggest complaints in the real estate industry is that people don't pick their phones up.
Right.
And I don't feel you can sell a house or sell a property if you can't pick your phone up.
Yeah, I mean, in the short time that I've been in insurance, I've seen that complaint as well, where I haven't been able to talk to this person.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
That's
not me. I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, bad follow up. You get it. So that's why you want to be with people that do. That's here for you.
People that want to care.
That care. And I want to be here for you and help you. And that you called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I told a guy that today. I went out and showed a place, and he's like, I need to go back to my wife. I said, man, I don't care if you're laying in bed at 1:30 in the morning. When your wife, you got a question, you take your phone out, you dial me and call me.
Do it.
Call me. That's what I'm here for.
That's brownie points when you return a text message, or when you pick up that phone. That person is just locked in at that point.
Yeah, that's it.
Why do business with somebody else if this guy's willing to help me whenever I need it?
Right. Well, you don't just do restaurant commercial. You do other insurance also.
I do personal lines as well. So if you're looking for home insurance, auto insurance, pretty much any of them, I'm right now starting classes to get into life insurance.
Nice.
So pretty much all insurances. The only one I can't do is health. But I do have avenues through some of the networking I've done where if somebody does come to me and they need it, I can at least direct them to somebody who can help them out.
Okay, nice.
So again, I just want to be that one-stop
shop. Well, yeah.
I'll at least get you pointed in the right direction.
Right, to get you there. No, absolutely.
But yeah, if anybody ever has any questions, another one I say, I'm guessing you're in the same line as that, is even if you're not one of my customers, if you have a question, ask me.
Right.
I will help you. Because I want to make sure that everybody's covered correctly, not just my customers.
Yes, absolutely. I understand that.
I mean, if somebody has a real estate question, I want to ask this guy.
Yeah.
Because you never know down the line when they're going to need something. And
and that's why I try to tell people, and I told you that about, networking. I say, networking isn't about selling your product or your service right at that moment. It's about when they need it, they think of you.
Right.
If they need insurance, or if they, need, like me, expand, buy it, rent an office, or if they need to do something, that's what I'm here for.
You're the first thing that pops up in their mental Google.
Yep. That's the goal with it.
Right.
So for sure. So, well, I guess we'll hit it and wrap it up. We're hitting 25 minutes. That's quite a long
25.
time.
We almost got to half an hour.
Yeah, so what kind of car insurance should we get?
Whatever you need.
Right. We got you covered. Well, we'll go back. I'm Jason with Hana Kiefer. I do business brokerage. If you're looking to retire, get out of your business. I try to say list it before you close it. Don't close your business. Let's see it. People buy businesses every day. People sell businesses every day. If you're looking to expand, your restaurant to another location, we have restaurants available, restaurant spots that has everything in it. Or if you have any questions, I give free business evaluations. They're confidential. Nobody needs to know anything. We sit down, we talk, and see what your place is worth, and go from there. And you can reach me anytime, phone or text. It's 812-205-3322.
And again, I'm Matt Laine with Farmers Insurance. I'm a Hamped agency. Come to me if you need any questions or anything answered about your insurances. Any insurances, I'll help you out. And my number is 812-609-7275.
And if you have need any recommendations for restaurants,
check out Matt's Reviews.
Go to Matt's Reviews for sure.
On Facebook.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Man, I'm down. Anytime you want. I'll talk for sure.
We'll do it.
All right. All right. Nice. 25 minutes.
There you go. I've heard you want to try to make them right at that 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
I was hoping about
that's
20.
the average travel time to and from